Hey guys, so Megan's back with us today. We don't know how many days she's going to be back with us this week.
But I'm back today, at least. We'll just take it from here.
Yeah, it's one of those ones. Ozzy's also joining us because I don't know what's happening, guys, okay? There's a lot of weird stuff happening, and I don't really like having Ozzy for recordings, but you guys do, but I don't really like it because I feel like it's going to turn into like one of those like
weird
really
family vlog channels, and I don't like that.
I don't like that one bit, but
he's eating his breakfast, so this is like the only time he's quiet enough to get recording done.
Yeah, so it's like green tax. We got green tax. Let's do some green tax. Also, before we forget, we got a Kickstarter,
so
yeah, that's like a thing. But I'm pretty sure everyone that actually wants it has already picked it up. So I don't think there's any much point shilling it at this point. But like, it's a thing.
Yeah,
it exists.
Another couple of days.
Yeah, it's a thing. If you're interested in it, check it out. If you're not, don't bother. Like, let's do this, will we?
Running a Nechronica game. One of the
Weeb!
One of the players is running a slightly modified psychedelic. One of their skills is Pawn's Gambit. This allows them to force an enemy to spend AP and move one space in the map. Repeat use of this skill allows the psychedelic to single out.
You know the worst thing is he's only going to get worse at this because he's really starting to talk now. He's really starting to babble, so like I don't know what we're going to do, guys.
Repeated use of this skill allows the psychedelic to single out and basically hold down an enemy at the cost of their own action. It can be pretty powerful. Player makes pretty ample use of this ability to tie down larger threats over the course of the short campaign. Eventually come to the final boss. Boss monster is the gigantic skeletal deer. PCs can't kill it directly. Their win condition involves escorting a friendly NPC to the opposite end of the map so that they can detonate a nuclear football. Boss is so large that its hit locations are represented as individual enemies on the battle map instead of being a single huge monster. Combat starts. PCs grind their way up the map, simultaneously climbing parts of the monster like it's the Shadow of Colossus. Friendly NPC is making progress, but the boss is doing a good job of stalling them out. Psychic gets an idea. Uses Pawn's Gambit on a leg to move it out of position.
Oh, that's really good.
And away from the escort NPC. Suddenly, I have realised a critical error. None of the boss's parts are immune to force movement. Worse, none of them can actually move on their own due to the lack of relevant part. The boss has to choose between using its own forced movement parts on itself to try and hold together, or locking down the nuke carrier. The battle quickly spirals out of control for the boss monster, and the psychedelic ends the fight with the boss tied into a pretzel by the time the nuke goes off.
Honestly, it's been so long since I've heard like a story like this.
Yeah.
See, like one where players manage to come up with a genuinely genius idea, and the DM's cool with it.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I've actually done
a story like this. I know.
I must say, it's actually kind of
refreshing.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've heard one of these.
Yeah.
It's been too long.
They told me afterwards they would have been fine if I made some minor retcons and tacked on a couple of extra parts for the boss, but I'm sort of glad I didn't. The plot had them being hand-picked for the job, so I just decided it was according to Kyaku.
Yeah,
and we all had a good laugh about it.
Oh, that's good. I'm happy for you.
That's good.
You know what? It's been too long.
I know.
I feel like this used to be like one of those like it's old man Anderson type shit. You know what I mean? And I know everyone grinds about old man Anderson, and we've actually never done it, but everyone knows about it. And yeah, okay, it goes a bit. It takes a piss. Let's be serious, guys. But you get what I'm trying to go for. It's just nice. Like it's nice when a plan comes together, right?
Exactly. GM uses a homebrew. GMPC is...
Oh, no.
GMPC is a not Supergirl magical girl.
No!
Okay, I make basically the thing. Decided to play it being a no-kill word and only scaring criminals. We get introduced with the GMPC hunting me because scary monster. We have a small conflict. She has a hard no-kill rule, so pulling her punches. Talks me down from defense and we talk. Not Supergirl sees that my PC is basically a child stumbling through the world. Takes me under her wing.
This is anime.
Well, this is anime. Anything with takes me under their wing is anime.
Is there any like super hot girls that want to like good me, please?
We stop crime and shit. Drug den bust. Serial killer hunt. Shit's cash. Not Supergirl gets beat up and loses her transformation. Bond closer over her being a weak ass bitch.
Anime?
Save her and deliver her to the hospital. She disappears from the hospital. Go on a hunt to find her. Find an ally. Ally. Fuck me.
Just keep going. The video's already a fucking mess at this point and we're not even 5 minutes in. Jesus Christ.
Ally lures me into a trap. They help the shady group kidnap her. Get jumped. Almost die. Panic.
I'm gonna lose my job.
Have to kill a man to survive. Devour him to heal. Kill his friends. Whisper, I'm a hero, to one while eating his insides.
What the?
Killing is easy and fun. My PC goes on a killing spree. Invade the lab where they kept Not Supergirl. Slaughter every single person there. Devour people from the inside. Mutilate everything sadistically. Defeat another shifter by ripping them to shreds again and again. Defeated a mini-boss, Duet, by using environment against them.
What, did you put them in like a MRI machine or something?
Feel like king shit. Big bad evil guy has to stick mind-controlled Not Supergirl on me. How could you kill so many? Can't talk her down and get abused to no end. Ask GM if I can consume people to grow.
It's not my fetish, guys, okay?
Yeah. It's close to the end. I don't see why not. Go on a devouring spree. 100 people later, I am a blood tide. Big bad evil guy sticks some bullshit robot on me, kill big bad evil guy and lose control over the hero. We team up to defeat the robot. It's suicide. I don't know if I can say that.
Yeah,
it's unalives bombs.
Unalives bombs.
Envelope it in the last act of heroism. Survive as a blood drop. Epilogue is me in self-exile. Can't show my face to the Not Supergirl. Ending is me alone in the sewers. We both alone. Big sad. The game is a fucking emotional roller coaster.
Honestly, the story's a roller coaster. Yeah. But I'm happy that you had fun.
I'm happy you had a good time.
You know, there's a lot of stuff in that I'm just going to be straight up. I don't know what you're going to say.
It sounded like it was just like the DM and you playing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. Is that? Yeah, it sounds like it.
It just sounded like player.
But then that makes sense to have like a DM player character of sorts. Otherwise,
be kind of shit.
Yeah, I think like honestly that as far as it goes, yeah, I suppose a DM character with a one-on-one isn't like the worst. But it did just sound it was just a one-on-one. Honestly, I kind of feel like a one-on-one might.
I never knew how one-on-ones would run. Like,
I mean, it would work. I don't see why it wouldn't work.
Yeah, but like,
it would work.
I could see it kind of being boring with a one-on-one.
I think it depends on what you're doing. Like for instance, not to shill at all. Yeah, we're totally going to shill. Like, you know, for instance, the gas station one that we've got up at the minute. I honestly think that would be a great one-on-one or a two-player. Well, 2 players in 1 DM sort of game, I think would work. I think the problem is, like, you know, again, I don't know, it's just, I feel like if you wanted to do horror, you need to have that sense of isolation.
Yeah.
You know, and there's no one to, like, ask for help. Like, you know, that's the thing, when it comes to, like, parties and groups, there's always someone else sitting there. It's like, oh, what can we do? How do you want to go about this? You know what I mean? There's a bit more of a group.
The more people, the less scary it is.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah. But anyway, look, let's keep going. I trust you. Yeah, definitely don't have a vor fetish. Let's just assume. So let's just keep going, will we?
Hey guys, sorry for interrupting your video, but I'm sure you've already heard by now that we have our first ever Kickstarter up and live. It's the Gas Station Tabletop Role-Playing Sourcebook. It's got this many days left. I don't know how many days is left, but this is how many's left. It's a one-off print. So once this Kickstarter's finished, we don't intend to do another print.
Unless there's overwhelming numbers of people that really, really want it. We intend this to be a one-off thing. We might print it again in like 3-4 years' time.
Who knows? But if you're interested, you can check out the video link below that's showing everything in it and everything you need to know about it. Thank you so much for your support and everyone that's pledged so far, and let's get back to the video. And today's lucky winner is this guy. Well done! Well done! To claim your prize, just send an email to Neckbeardia contact@gmail.com. Now let's get back to the video. How about a tale of idiocy? Bro who I have a gay crush runs a game. Some weird boomer system. Makes a girl powered by evil spirits. Another player is a detective. He's very retarded. Third player...
I like the way in brackets.
In brackets.
Trust me, guys. Very much so.
Third player made a horny bard-like meme character. Fourth player is a sexy vampire. Despite cringe grip, we have a blast. Save a little boy from a well. Go to find his brother. His home is broken into. Detective uses fucking astral projection and time displacement to conclude that his brother is dead. Brother who lies in the middle of the room with his throat torn open. His direct words are, "He died a violent death. The spirits showed me so." As if they can't see. The guy's lying in the middle of the room with his throat like wound open.
No, it was
a violent death.
Yeah.
That's like the one.
Trust me, let me use my.
That's like
third eye.
The one. I don't know if anybody's watched it, but the one from Mean Girls where she like rubs her tits standing in the rain. There's like an 80% chance it's raining outside.
I don't think our audience is going to know Mean Girls, Megan. I'm going to.
Well, you should. You do.
Yeah, well, that's.
Laugh it off and continue. Follow a trail of the killer into an old village. See an old mansion. I scale the wall to spy inside. Horny Bard tries to break the door to get in. Detective uses spirits to tell Horny Bard that the door is locked.
You know what? I really want to play like a clairvoyance, and I just state the absolute fucking obvious. I think this is actually a really good character idea. I actually think they can make this work.
And they just have like a newspaper in their back pocket. It's like, today, is good.
You know what would be like, you remember the Sherlock with Cumberbatch?
Yeah.
I said his name right, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You did say it right this time. Well done, James.
Be like, I read this in a book 10 years ago. Oh, I saw this. I don't know.
No, stating the obvious is far funnier.
Yeah.
They finally break it down. We have a fight with a decaying body possessed by a spirit of a witch someone summoned.
Someone?
Someone?
I wonder who that was.
Horny Bard tries to seduce her, of course.
Of course.
Gets killed and quits the game. We have to run. Detective decides to jump out of the window. He stands in the door frame, charges past the boss into a window, gets slashed and takes full damage. I nope out and fuel my strength so I can carry him. We escape. Spirits told me that it was no ordinary woman. I fucking died laughing. He also kept forgetting his backstory. The sister he wrote in, the powers he had. He legit broke the laws of time and space to just that a boy whose throat was ripped out was killed finally. I love this idea as a character. I love it.
I need to do something with this.
I love that.
It's a really good concept. I want to know more about this.
Getting my normie friend to try out D&D. They're not really interested in fantasy, but they will play a 5th edition conversion of Star Wars if I run it. Never GM'd 5th edition, but sure, whatever. Get all our characters together. A Wookiee Trooper, a Cat Alien Berserker, a Trell Scout, and I think a Rodian Engineer. Decide I'll run a practice combat using their home ship as the map.
Oh, you know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
They wreck the ship somehow.
Yeah,
they all die in space.
We know what's going to happen.
They all suffocate in the cold vacuum of space. Great job.
Never balanced an encounter by CR before. Decide to see what would happen if I made the party fight a CR appropriate amount of basic ass battle droid. I forgot how many this was exactly. I think somewhere around 8 or 9. Parties in the lower compartment on the ship. Droids breach and board the upper compartments and begin filling out of the boarding craft. Wookiee sprints up the stairs. 5 droids about face and volley fire into the doorway. Wookiee tumbles back down the stairs into cover. Rodian Engineer calls him a pussy and marches up the stairs. Engineers are the rough equivalent of clerics mechanically, I think. They have a mediocre hit die and his roll stats were also mediocre. Engineer tops the stairs, eats 3 blaster bolts to the face and gets brought down to 2 health. Has to take cover in the bathroom. Melee Cat also charges up the stairs after him. Also has to take cover in the bathroom because he has no ranged option and the droids are on the other end of the ship. Wookiee and Trell post up in the stairwell doorway and eventually grind down the droids from cover, helped by 1 or 2 shots from the guys in the shitter. On one hand, I maybe should have had the droids come in where they did. I shouldn't have had the droids come in where they did. But I also didn't expect the flimsiest dude in the party to face check a firing line.
I mean, there's people, but they don't know what they're doing.
I know.
They don't know what they're doing. Like
maybe you shouldn't have had them all like bound out at once. Maybe send a couple in.
Yeah, I don't know. Like this actually happened to one of our friends. Do you remember this happened to Charlie? So he was off in uni. and it was like, you know, one of his friends was into role-playing
Oh,
games.
yeah.
And he said he must have spent about like 2 hours drawing like this really beautiful map. So he did, like, he spent ages and ages, and they rolled up the characters, and they died to some like lizard men or something, and then he just
not even 5 minutes in,
and then they just packed up, and he didn't play it again for like 5 years. Something like that. Like, honestly, you need to remember, see people that don't know about role-playing games, they really don't know.
Yeah.
They really just don't know. So, and you know what, that's fine. Like, you know, like,
you're better running it like a video game then.
I think,
for them to get the hang of it.
And then, I don't know, is that a bad way though as well? Giving up like kind of video gamey ass?
Yeah, but what's the chances of them ever playing it again? That's the thing.
Yeah, I suppose you need to kind of put it in a context that they'll understand.
Like, if you play it as just a straight up like 5th edition campaign, they won't play it again.
I don't know, like, you know...
no, especially normies.
It depends on, like, you know... what do you guys think? I don't know. I think you're better off giving them what you expect to be playing. You know what I mean? Because you don't want them to... Oh, this is...
I would give normies, like, more puzzle stuff.
Yeah, and more try and force a bit of roleplay.
Yeah.
Like, you know, try and get them to think outside the box.
Yeah.
And also give them the idea that... This is what I love about role-playing games, is there's no real limit on what you can do within reason. Like, you know, oh, I want to go ahead and do this. What, you mean you can just do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, give me the right roll. You know what I mean? And I think that kind of blows a lot of people's minds. Like, what?
Yeah.
There's no tactical limitation within reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, I can go and I can do, and you know what I mean? I think that's what really fascinates a lot of people about it. So, we're going to keep going, but like...
All the posts are like 4 posts long
and
and
I think
massive.
I would rather do them as like... as a one-off, like as an actual story by them, like a video by themselves.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Because they are kind of big, or like maybe stitch 2 of them together.
Yeah.
Some of the better ones. But yeah, what y'all? We got a Kickstarter. That's a thing.
Yeah. We also have a website.
Oh yeah, what y'all? Yeah, we do models.
We do models sometimes. You know.
The models are pretty good.
There's other stuff on there.
Also, before I forget, actually, I'm going to cut this in at the start as well. We have so this is one thing that we need. So we're working on quite a few projects. We are a lot of different levels. Like, so the Battle Royale is pretty much 95% written. It just needs minor tweaks and some stupid
good
things.
To go.
But it's good to go. So I'd really love some more people to test play it. Also, here's some artwork for it. It involves Megan shooting someone in the back of the head.
Yeah.
I think it actually looks pretty good. That's pretty much going to be the theme today. It's going to be like Megan killing me and Garbo.
Ambassador in it, just the one who shows up now and again.
Well, you'll find out. Your head's also going to explode in one of the animations. But I think it's really fun. So we got a Discord server. It's for test plays. Bless you. So I do a World War I game once a fortnight. So that's once every 2 weeks on a Sunday. But I'm going to try and move that up to once a week. The biggest problem I've got is I can't find players, guys. No, it's not like that. It's hard because again, it's early because it's GMT time. I'm doing 2 to like 1 p.m. to 5 or something. So, you know what I mean?
Like GMT. So like trying to find anybody to play because most people are American. They wake up at like 7 a.m. They're like, ugh. Yeah,
and even then, like, you know, all the Anglos are hungover as sin. So it's like,
yeah, on a Sunday.
Yeah, it's one of those ones. But yeah, so we've got this server. If you're interested in the World War I game, the Google Doc sitting right there. You can check it out yourself. Again, if you're interested in the Battle Royale game, I've literally got it pinned in that server. It's pretty much done. If you want to check it out, you can get it for free. You know, it doesn't have any artwork or anything, but like, you know, for the most part, it's kind of finished. It just needs more test plays, and also the Burger Punk game is not. It's going to be at least a couple of weeks away before it's in a playable state. And even if it gets into a playable state, I don't want to focus on it too much because I'd rather get the current Kickstarter out the door
first,
before we
put that one up. So maybe in the new year. Yeah.
No. Well, the plan is I'm thinking the Battle Royale for springtime. Yeah. So and then I don't know what to do. Well, it depends on how. If it's ready, it's ready. If it's not ready, it's not ready.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, you know, if the game's not done, the game's not done. But yeah, so check out that Discord if you want to play with us, or if you're a DM and you want to help us test play, because I know what's written down there. We understand it.
But we need other DMs to be able to run it to see how they find the
And,
system
like, you know,
to run.
like if Wizards of the Coast and GW have such a problem with rules as written, what's the chances that I'm going to be any different
I
than
know.
that? So that's one of the hardest things. I understand what I've put down, but do you guys understand
it? So
And
DMs,
if you're interested, definitely. And again, you get credited in the book.
Yeah.
So if you just want to like run a couple of games, you get a name in a book. That's kind of cool, isn't it?
Based.
But yeah. Anything else?
No, we're gonna piss off now.
Yeah.
We're talking too much.
Yeah. Well, anyway, like, we don't know what's going to happen this week. More than likely, I'm going to be with Gorbrew the rest of the week. We'll just find out. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Oh.